Shadow leader accuses labor of being dishonest after fiscal rules changed, a royal family perspective. In a world where the political landscape shifts like the tides, the recent accusations from the shadow leader against the Labour Party have sent shockwaves through the corridors of power, and the royal family isn't immune to the fallout. As whispers of dishonesty echo through Westminster, the royal family finds itself at a crossroads, caught between tradition and modern political turmoil. It all began on a brisk autumn morning, the air thick with anticipation. The shadow leader, known for their piercing rhetoric and sharp wit, stood before a sea of reporters, their voice steady yet charged with emotion. The Labour Party has betrayed the trust of the British people, they declared, eyes ablaze with conviction. The change in fiscal rules was more than a mere policy adjustment, it was, they claimed, a blatant act of dishonesty, a move that could destabilize the very foundation of the economy. As the cameras clicked and the reporters jotted down every word, the tension in the air was palpable. But what lay beneath this political skirmish? The royal family, often seen as a stabilizing force, began to feel the ripples of this upheaval. The Queen's advisors whispered in hushed tones, wondering how this could affect the monarchy's reputation and its relationship with the government. Behind palace walls, emotions ran high. The Queen, a figure of unwavering strength, gathered her closest advisors. "We must remain neutral," she insisted, her voice steady but laced with concern. "But we cannot ignore the potential implications for our nation." Meanwhile, Prince William, always attuned to the pulse of the people, expressed his worries. "The public is losing faith in our institutions," he remarked, his brow furrowed. "What will this mean for our future?" Questions hung in the air, leading to a growing sense of urgency. As the debate raged on, the royal family found itself drawn into the fray. The public's trust in politicians had been dwindling, and the monarchy's role as a unifying figure was now under scrutiny. Would they side with the people, or remain distant from the unfolding drama? As days turned into weeks, the tension escalated. The shadow leader's accusations ignited fierce debates across the nation. Social media erupted, with hashtags trending and opinions polarized. The royal family watched closely, aware that their next move could either bridge the divide or deepen it. In a particularly poignant moment, during a charity event, the Duchess of Cambridge spoke candidly about the importance of honesty in leadership. "The fabric of our society is woven with trust," she said, her voice steady but filled with emotion. "Without it, we risk losing everything." Her words resonated deeply with the audience, but behind the scenes, the royal family grappled with their own dilemmas. How could they maintain their image as impartial figures of unity while the nation was torn apart by political strife? Just when it seemed the situation couldn't escalate further, a shocking revelation came to light. Leaked documents suggested that the shadow leader's own party had once considered similar fiscal changes, raising questions about their credibility. The media frenzy that followed was relentless, but instead of calming the storm, it only intensified the scrutiny. The royal family, ever mindful of the historical precedents, understood the delicate balance they must maintain. The Queen's upcoming speech was planned with care, aiming to restore faith in leadership without taking sides. "We must remind our people of their resilience," she declared during a private meeting. "In these times, unity is our greatest strength." The night of the Queen's address arrived, and the nation held its breath. As she spoke about the importance of transparency and integrity, a collective sense of hope began to rise. Yet, just as the speech reached its emotional peak, a breaking news alert flashed across screens: the shadow leader had called for a vote of no confidence in the Labour Party. The ramifications were immediate, sending shockwaves through the political landscape. As the nation braced for potential upheaval, the royal family found themselves at the center of a new storm. How would they respond? Would they intervene, or maintain their careful distance? As the screen faded to black, viewers were left with an overwhelming sense of anticipation. The political narrative was far from over, and the royal family's next steps would undoubtedly shape the future of the monarchy and the nation itself. In the days that followed, speculation ran rampant. Royal insiders hinted at a potential summit to address the nation's concerns. Would the royal family step into the political arena? What decisions would they make in the face of such controversy? As the sun set on an already tumultuous week, one question echoed in the minds of viewers: what happens next? With the shadow leader's accusations lingering and the royal family poised to act, the stage is set for a dramatic continuation of this unfolding saga. Stay tuned, for the story is far from over. The next chapter will unravel secrets that could change everything, leaving us all eager for what lies ahead in the world of royal family news.